Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. It is time to march on Drezen. Now, you may be wondering, what about this army camp all the way down here? Are you not going to deal with it? The answer is no. One, because our army is too weak, and two, because I've been told that it will still be there after we do the events of Drezen. The army camps do not disappear, which is good, so we can go and deal with it once we get a larger army, which I assume we will have access to once we do Drezen. So, let's have a look. Ali Battalion is currently unable to move. It is all of our strength. Therefore, we are going to head back over here and we are going to hit rest and we are going to rest. That will then skip a day. Hopefully it just does it instantly.
You aren't from a noble family, right? You were taught to fight and read prayers, but I can pick a street rat out of a crowd of aristocrats.
Right, and they keep looking at me like I'm about to blow my nose on the curtains, especially the ones whose nightly services don't go any further than marching in parades.
Okay, a little bit of banter, and now we should be able to move this army. Army? Move. Not that one. Move. It'll take 31 MP. Perfect. We have 40 MP. Why did you not go all the... Oh, because there was another army. Okay. Right. Now we can march upon the keep. I assume once we take the keep, we will then be able to march on Drezen. Also, I'm just checking. For our level, that will actually give us level 9 as well. Which actually means we're not going to Drezen just yet. We're leveling up our characters. But we are almost at Drezen, which is important. Let's see how this goes. Now, this is an equal strength army, so it could go badly. Oh my lord. Okay. How do we deal with this? Well, you're not going to hurt them very much. Is there anybody you can hurt? You do the most damage to these guys. Well, I suggest you're probably going to shoot them. We only have 5 archers now. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling the archers are not going to be my my strongest unit. So let's do that. Okay, they get to move. I'm actually going to give you penetrating... Actually, I should have used this on all of them, but that's fine. We'll give penetrating strike, and then you're going to attack in here. That will at least stop that army from moving any further forward. You're going to attack here. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to go well. Okay, hopefully the Hell Knights are still able to move. Bye, archers. It's a tough choice. This one. Stab them. I'm really hoping my Hell Knights carry. Hell Knights. Kill them. Yikes. Kill him. Very good job. Right, run into the corner and hit him. Well, this is going about as well as expected. Let's go heroism on the Hell Knights. Do we try and break through there or through here? Through here. We only did one. Alright, there we go. Kill him. Okay, we're almost through. There's a chance you kill one? Well, we have to take the chance. I mean, however low that chance may be, we have to take it. Okay. You can't do anything? Wait, really? You're not allowed to attack this turn. Well, that's pretty bad. Let's defend. You can still attack, but you have no chance of killing them anymore. Alright, let's do some damage. Kill who we can kill. You still don't have a turn. Defend. Attack. And again. Please let my units have a turn. Would really appreciate my, best unit having a turn. That's very good. Right, stab. Hopefully I can kill some Brooks now. We are so losing. Kill. There's a chance you kill 2? Alright, at least we got 1. Oh. We got them both. Okay, it's a huge deal. Like a massive deal that we did that. Not a massive deal that we got those 2 kills, but you know. The other ones. Alright, it's 31 1 Hell Knights versus the world. Alright. Gotta hope for high morale on every roll. There was a chance we killed 4 there. We killed 2. Guaranteed. Okay. Which one do we go for? 20 or 5? Let's go this way. Hell Knights, you're insane. I love you. Right, keep attacking. Keep going. We actually might win. We will kill them next turn. Do so. Nice. Now we can turn around and kill this army. I really hope we only had to kill 1 army for Drezen and this wasn't like, you know, a warm-up fight. They're just losing so many more than we are. It's not fair. Their damage goes down each turn. Ours doesn't really go down that significantly. They're going to stop being able to kill a whole unit soon. There you go. Keep knocking them down. We're almost equal. They're getting visibly slower. We got 2 turns in a row. 11 damage, huh? Hell Knights for the win. There we go. Units replenished? No, just replenish all the Hell Knights. I don't need any of the archers back. I think it does it in order that they died. But whatever. The last enemy fortress blocking the commander's triumphant army advance has fallen. The soldiers are more than happy to spend the night beneath the shelter of its fortified walls. The road to Drezen is clear. We can go along here if I want to fight some other demon armies. 100% no would be my answer currently. Are we leveled up then? No. It just said we got 3,000 experience. Oh, is that for your army? That's 3,000 army experience? Oh. It is. Oh, alright, well, whatever then. We'll head along here. We'll just level up 2 seconds into the thing. Someone's on the road. I expected this. Okay, and... who have we got? Your army halts along a hill. And in the distance you see the walls of Drezen. Smoke rises over the city. Winged figures are circling in the sky above it, but they don't look like birds. It's time to discuss strategy. It was once an unassailable fortress. Luckily for us, the demons destroyed a lot of the defences when they stormed the city, and in 70 years they haven't gotten around to mending them. But this isn't going to be easy. Unfortunately, most of the walls are still standing. And here comes the Queen. Anevia stops, hearing a clamour of astonishment and jubilation outside the tent. The curtain moves, and Her Majesty, Galfrey of Mendev, enters, wearing opulent armour, with her famous longsword at her belt. So is this... she only appeared here because we got her to come along on our march to Drezen. Awesome. The Queen smiles mischievously. Forgive the intrusion. It wasn't easy to catch up with you. Sure. Hi, Your Majesty, what a surprise. Anevia says in a voice that indicates anything but. Either your chief scout is concealing her shock very well, or she was already aware of the Queen's presence in the camp. That'd be cool if she'd already worked it out and was like, you know what, I'll just keep it on the down low. The Queen takes her place at the table. Please, continue your discussion, and try to imagine I'm not here. I'd like to hear the plan you settle on. Anevia spreads an old city map on the table. The gates are old and rotten now. We can get through them with a ram, but then there will be street fights. It'll be a hell of a fight in Drezen. Luckily, somewhere in the city there's a sacred banner, the Sword of Valor. Iomede's holy relic wouldn't fall to corruption like ever. The demons just kept it as a trophy, a sign of our disgrace, and now it's going to be their downfall. If you find it and raise it again, all the demons in the city will be weakened and lose their ability to teleport. That's when we'll chop them up like blind rats. But don't forget, Staunton Vane is out there somewhere, the same traitor who gave Drezen over to the demons in the first place. He won't part with that banner easily. Regil looks at you without speaking. It seems he has a suggestion. What's your suggestion, Regil? What could he suggest? An even more painful way to die? Erebeth's eyes shine feverishly in her gaunt face. Who are you lying to? Yourself, each other, the gods? For a moment, she looks at the Queen's stony face, hesitating. Then she continues in a hollow voice. Everything is futile. You all realize that we're gonna die. We're leading our people to the slaughter. Our army was almost defeated by a swarm of gargoyles. We won't last 5 minutes in Drezen. Beth, are you nuts? Yes, it's a dangerous gig. We all knew what we were signing up for. But now that we've got here, you want us to shit our pants and go home. We got to bloody Drezen by some miracle, and we're about to take it back. Kinda late to chicken out, don't you think? It doesn't matter what we do. The lad hanging on the hook next to me didn't want to die. And what could he do to fend off death? What could I do? We're all doomed, and only a few of us are willing to admit it. By this time tomorrow, we'll all be dead. I'm fairly certain I asked Regil for his suggestion, but whatever, Irbeth, we'll do what you want. Irbeth's voice drifts away, but then seems to carry from a distance, making its way through the sticky veil of fog that fills your mind. The demon that's appeared inside you struggles to be free. A little bit more and a wave of rage will engulf you. Okay, let's see what we're gonna say here. I think we're gonna have to say 3. I think you still haven't recovered from what you went through in the chapel. Pull yourself together or I'll be forced to suspend you from this operation. A shadow of something like fear flashes across Irbeth's eyes. You'd leave me behind, so that I'd have to mourn the dead, my entire order, all of my friends. That's worse than dying along with everyone else. Drezen will be our death. You, Commander, might still have a chance to be saved, but you're leading your people to certain ruin. You pathetic little nothing. We're so proud of your strength, and yet you broke so easily. The demonic rage inside you seethes and searches for an exit. It struggles to get out, exhausting, threatening, and convincing at the same time. You also feel strong enough to keep it under control, if you want to. There you have it, a perfect illustration of why the Crusades have made not an inch of progress in 100 years. A whining upstart commander has been put in charge of a knightly order by an idealistic queen, circumventing all rules of military hierarchy. And now said upstart has crumbled in her first serious trial. Regil chuckles harshly. Absolutely everything in this situation, from the story of Irbeth's rise to the reasons why she lost her reason and morale, demonstrates how dire matters truly are on our front. These problems can be rectified, of course, but to do that we will need to drive the black sheep from the herd. Sir Paralictor, are you comfortable with this idealistic queen standing next to you? Very much so, Your Majesty. Besides, you asked us not to pay you any head. Well, I mean, he is right, and I suppose the Hell Knights don't actually work for Mendev. They're kind of their own thing, so, I mean, he doesn't really have any allegiance to her apart from her having run some of the Crusades. The Queen looks at Irbeth. Her voice, when she begins to talk, sounds surprisingly soft. I was in your place once, Commander Tirabade. Many, many years ago. I also wanted to throw my sword to the ground and give up. What made you want that, Your Majesty? What happened? Irbeth avoids looking at the Queen. What happened? My god died. The neighbouring lands were being devoured by the Worldwound, and it didn't seem it would stop at Sarkoris. Galfrey's voice remains warm and a little pensive. In this moment, it is easy to believe that she is more than a century old, and has seen all the horrible events of the region unfold before her eyes. But I am still here. My kingdom still stands, just as it did the day my doubts nearly got the better of me. Alright, first of all, we do a little scan. None of the mythic paths say Aeon. Good, we're fine. Let's see what our options are. So we can do a diplomacy check. Darren is absolutely amazing at diplomacy. So we can say, Irbeth, I hope we know each other well enough that you can say I've never doubted you. Okay, try and give her a little bit of a pep talk. Let's see what our other options are. You leave me no choice, I'm suspending you from the operation. Enough, you will join the battle and do your duty. Or is it unacceptable? Hold her, arrest her and hold her until she comes to her senses. Surrender to your inner demon. Alright, I'm going to try the diplomacy check because it seems like our best option. So, Irbeth, I hope we know each other well enough that you can see that I've never doubted you. Others may have, but not me. Your people and the Queen are relying on you. Our victory depends on you. You can't give up now. We succeeded! Nice. Airbeth shakes her head as if she's chasing away an apparition. Yes, you're right. Forgive me, Commander. I had a moment of weakness. That was dishonorable and will not happen again. Enevia catches Airbeth's eye and gives her a nod of encouragement. So what are we going to do, Commander? Redgel, what do you want to suggest? My scouts were able to approach the fortress walls, and they learned something unpleasant. The demons have giants who can shoot alchemist fire from catapults, or sometimes something even worse. They're positioned here. Redgel draws crosses on the city map. Luckily, as Enevia said, the city's fortifications are in a sorry state. If we come from this side through the temple ruins, we can sneak up on the giants and finish them off before they inflict any serious damage on our army. It is a highly risky maneuver. If my unit was injured and exhausted or suffered significant losses, I would consider the risk excessive and never countenance this plan. Fortunately, thanks to the Commander's timely aid, the Hell Knights suffered almost no losses during the encounter with the Gargoyles. We're ready to perform this maneuver, but we'll need cover in case we run into any special demons like the Nabasu we all remember. Commander, I would like your party to attack the giants with us, so we have the option because we helped the Hell Knights. Cool. The fighters won't like that. Our lads are hoping the Commander will personally lead them into battle, not go off with the Hell Knights. Really, they won't like it. I'm getting tired of talking about the outrageous state of discipline in the Crusader army. Shall we see how they like fire raining down on them from the sky? Alright, let's ask what the Knights are going to do. The Eagle Watch are the most experienced Crusaders in the army. They must set an example for the others. We'll spread them across our other units, so each one has at least a few. I will fight in a group that storms the gates. Alright, my Queen, what are your plans? I will storm the city with the army. I'm told that my presence improves morale. Alright, if the Queen is with the army, we're quite fine to go off of the Hell Knights. I think if the Queen wasn't with the army, we would think maybe we need to be there for morale, but I mean, who cares if the commander of the Crusades there? The freaking Queen's there. Alright, we attack tomorrow at dawn. Begin preparations. Where will you be in this battle? I will go with the Hell Knights and attack the giants. Irrational decision. Alright, we'll attack at dawn then. May the good gods help us. I really hope the Queen doesn't die because of what I just did. But hey, I think we made the right decision. We didn't get a level up, although we are about as close as we could be without actually leveling up. Okay. I think that we are ready to go. Our morale went down for that decision. Oh well, whatever. Let's check our inventory. Yeah, we have some things we can maybe dump before we do this. So, what have we got? Yeah, get rid of that. Actually, the unholy symbol. I want to bring that back. Actually, yeah. Because I should have these weird things when we get the storyteller back. Same with that. These two we can sell. The hide armor. And then I think we're probably fine. Right, let's head out and then sell these things. Also, do we have any scrolls of raised dead or something like that? We don't have any money for scrolls of raised dead. Okay. Well, that makes the decision about what we buy much easier. Hey, I got these things for you. Cool. Oh, also what's this? Lustrous blade. Oh, did I not sort by type? There we go. Bulk selling as well. What's this? Bonus to use magic device checks and a save against illusions. So that's an Nenio item. Okay. Nenio. Hello, this ring is yours. We can get rid of the lustrous blade and then... yeah, that's probably it. Right. Commander's tent. Drop off our lustrous blade. And now I think we are ready to go. Right. Outside. Little quick save. And... wait, why did I even go outside? Because we're going to go to the world map. So I could have done it from whatever. Let's go. Who am I taking with me? It makes me redo my party. Regil is locked. Well, that's fine. Regil's coming. Seela, you're also coming with us. That's our front line pretty much locked down. We need somebody to give us trickery. I mean, that means it has to be Camellia, because Woljif currently isn't with us. Out of what we got remaining, we need Darren. He's our healer. I think we need Lan. I really want to take Nenio, but I think unfortunately we need Lan, right? I think that is a better option for us here. Also, Lan wants to kill a bunch of demons, and what better place to do it than right here? Oh, right, I wanted to check something about Lan. Can I do it, or are we about to jump into something? I cannot check it. We will check it later. Well, they don't seem to be having much difficulty getting in the front gate. Eagle Watch, and you recruits, listen up. I don't know how many of us will survive this day. I don't know whether I will, but I know one thing for sure, that I shouldn't have made this speech on the bridge while arrows are being fired at us. Sorry, would you like to do the next line, Erebeth? Any moment now. Today, we're the tip of the sword in Iomede's hand. Dead or alive, we will rip out the fangs of the abyss. Looking for some cheering, some hip hip hoorays. To arms, for Mendev, for Canabras. Fine words, Commander Terabade. And now, to arms. Dead or alive, we're gonna win. Hey, they seem pretty okay. Oh, that arrow almost went straight through that guy. Alright. They got a battering ram. Luckily, they've got the stormtroopers on duty today, so they can't actually hit anything. Oh! They weren't wrong about the gate being a little bit broken down. Okay, where are we? Oh! Didn't like coming out up that side. Right. One thing I remembered as well. Just quickly kind of do that while I remember. Right. So, the thing I wanted to check on Lan. So, currently his wisdom is higher than his dex. Okay. The reason I wanted to check that is because I thought that he might have been losing his dex bonus when we enlarged him, but that is not the case. However, do we have a wisdom belt? Not that I can see, but if we get one, we should remember to give it to Lan because it'll push up as it is to hit. We can show that by doing this, by the way, in case you were wondering. So you see his 2 hit went down. Cool. Right, let's grab our units, make sure that we actually have a party formation for it. This is not really what I'm looking for. I'm more looking for something like this, maybe? Yeah, something like this, I think. Right, let's rearrange ourselves. There's nowhere behind us, is there? No, we can't even move the camera that way. Zoom out, let's go. Oh, loot. Oh, we can take short rests if we use the supplies. Oh, that's cool. I guess we can't short rest otherwise, maybe? Oh, we got a knowledge world check over there as well. Grab that. What's our knowledge world check?
It won't work.
Something is written on the tombstone in Kalesh. We failed it. Oh, okay. Right, grab the loot. Ooh, Graveyard Keeper's Helmet. Grants a +2 to AC against undead creatures. Is anybody not wearing a helmet? We are not wearing a helmet. Well, in which case, that is our helmet now. We have lost our funny hat. Nothing else in here. Let's get out of here. Okay. Let's work out. Also, is everyone on the right weaponry? It looks like everyone's on the right weaponry. So, land shoot. Get us involved. I like how they're just like, nah, we'll stop now. The main group got here. We also get a surprise round, which seems very unfair given they were already in combat, but whatever. We'll move up. Darren, shoot. Oh, we also don't have this on, that's fine. Gives extra to hit, extra damage, move in. There's only 2 of these guys, so we should be fine.
Retreat
Get in
is
this
not
way.
an option.
Horse in this way. Seal it in this way.
Glory without
Land, kill him. Land might actually kill them. Not quite, but almost. Camellia, stab.
Spirits demand your blood.
Very nice crit. Alright, they're hitting Hell Knights. Darren.
Out of my sight.
And we can go for this one. We missed. Hell Knight. Couple of good misses. Couple of good misses. Kill this one. Oh, more appeared out the door. Okay, they immediately get a turn. Seems a little bit odd, but whatever. Charge. Very nice damage. Oh, another one appeared. So they're teleporting in. Okay. So fights may not be as they seem in this area. We may end up with a ton of enemies appearing from all over the place. Good to know. This one's not actually there yet. Okay. Shoot him.
The wrong mongrel.
Nice AoE damage. Okay, so it's now there, but some other ones have spawned in as well. Insidious Gaze. Okay. Hasn't done anything too bad to us. I think we saved it.
You are
Stab.
today's sacrifice.
Alright, they moved in at our horse. Hell Knight did some damage. Darren. Shoot it. For our turn, gonna turn off damage and turn on healing. Then we're gonna go for some hits.
Strike with all your might.
That's okay. Hell Knight's moving in. Enervation lowered the Hell Knight's level by 2. That's okay. Make sure it doesn't happen to us though. Hit him. Oh, it didn't move us apparently. That's fine. Attack. That's okay. Attack. Hell Knight got the kill. Unfortunately, that means we can't do AoE with Lan. That's okay. Try this one.
Survive me.
Bit of AoE damage. Alright, stab. Okay. Going through the turns. Darren. I think we're still okay mostly. Shoot this one.
See to your demise.
Our turn attack the Babao over there. 38 damage on Camellia is pretty bad. Lowering that Hell Knight's level even more is bad. I'm going to see whether I can fix this by moving and then attacking afterwards. There we go.
This one's mine.
Cool. Horse, kill it. Very nice. Seela can now charge its way through. Or her way through. Right. This is fine. Couple of misses on us. Shoot it. Oh, this is the exact demon that Regil said that they could use help with. That's good. I assume that means that the Hell Knights would be dead if we weren't here. Or at least severely injured. Attack. Everybody missing. That's okay. Hold person. We have a bunch of will saves that were failed. Luckily, you can still move. I can move you right up here. This thing needs to die as soon as possible. Justice cannot move. Seela
The inheritor. Guide my
also cannot move. Ooh, gets a lot of sneak attack damage on us. Okay, shoot it. We didn't get our extra shots on that one. I guess we might not be in range. Alright. Move up. And then do heal. That hits all of ours, which is nice. We still get the extra 3 HP even though we don't do anything else. Regil. Okay, he did some damage. Seela, I'm going to turn off defensive maneuvers because I don't think it's going to attack us in melee. Alright, move closer. Start shooting. Stab it. Okay. That's fine. Darren, shoot it. And then head up here. Go through these couple wets. Full person. And attack. Nice. Okay. So let's rearrange ourselves here, grab everything. So we've got everything that we're going to get. Loot wise, grab these things. Grab that. Right, that takes us to the barracks. Is that where we want to go, or do we want to head out here? I actually don't know. Let's go to the barracks, maybe? Okay. Also, I've realized we probably need to heal as well. Right, rearrange.
Let's get to the exciting part.
Okay, land.
Doubt is the heart's
Shoot.
greatest challenge.
Hey, nice crit. Do it again. Okay, Camellia. That was not the right move, but that's okay. I thought she had charge on that one, but she did not. Alright, Seela, go stand in the doorway. Horse, you're trapped. We're gonna heal and armor class, and then move over here. Darren's gonna move over this way. Reginald's gonna wait in the doorway. They're gonna start heading in. Okay. Turn that off. I didn't actually want to turn it on in the first place. We could charge through. Do so. Okay, we took some con damage. Why? Oh, because it just did con damage to her as she came in range. Ah, well that's horrible. Head in here and attack. Oh, we do have... Oh, I just realized we actually can see that one in there. I couldn't see it before. Oh, okay. That's actually what did the con damage.
Crossed the wrong mongrel.
Because we got attacks of opportunity on us. Okay, well, not ideal. We should be able to remove it though.
We won't falter.
Right, attack.
Out of my sight.
And attack.
Is not an option.
Nice. They're heading in. There's the... there's a Babao Votari murderer. Okay. Let's think about what we want to do here. Probably just attack. Yeah. Probably just want to attack on both of them.
No glory without risk.
Just to kind of keep their defensive maneuvers up, although I didn't actually have it on Seela. That's okay. Horse can't reach. Lan.
You won't survive me.
Hell Knight got in there and killed it. Nice crit. Okay, in an attack, we couldn't get in, so it just skipped our turn. Okay, Regil. Also cannot quite reach in here.
Kneel before
That's
me.
okay. We need to get a little extra space if we can. Okay, Camellia. Stab.
I'll cut you wide open.
And attack. And you can't reach. Shoot. Nice. The AoE damage is good. They probably won't move due to their reach. So we should be able to get in a little bit closer this turn.
All your might.
I will see to your demise.
Okay. That's fine. Skip their turns. Fantastic. The Hell Knight is dead, which gives us the way to get even in a little bit more. Seela, kill it. Horse. Horse, I believe in you. Nope, not getting in there. Hey, we've opened up a space. So now we can definitely get in here if we go... Well, you know what? Just stand still for you. There, an attack.
And grace.
You can now get in here. Okay. This is much better. Another Hell Knight going in. Alright. Couple of stabs.
Into the fray.
That one's dead. Horse. Nice. Shoot
Make
it.
every strike count.
Kill it.
Forward.
Darren.
I'll make short work of this.
Regil. Nice. Hey, we leveled up. Fantastic news. Right. Let's grab the junk off the ground that we can grab. Actually, before I do that, well, I say before, I've already done it. I was going to say I should remove the poison, but it doesn't look like we can. And in fact, she's fatigued as well. Do I have the ability to remove fatigue with Lay on Hand? I probably don't. I probably didn't take it. Let's have a look at our abilities for Lay. It would be class, right? Lay on Hands. Oh no, I do have the ability to remove fatigued. Fantastic. Well, in that case, wait, lay in hand others. There we go. We have now removed fatigued from her. That's great news. Next thing that we need to do is we need to remove the con damage. She was actually just about to die. Wonderful. Let's go scroll of restoration. Wait, do we have lesser restoration? Yeah. Let's use that. Alright, that's a lot better. Do we have any potions of lesser restoration? Yes. She's still a little bit low. I think I might just have to leave her there, unfortunately. Right. So now we have everybody. I'm going to move them into the corner, and I need to take a quick cut in the video just to sort some issues I'm having on my end, and then we'll level people up. Right, so it is time to level up our characters. So, if we have a look at our Inquisitor here, I was just looking at their abilities, and we have an awful lot of them that upgrade at level 10, which made me think, if this has reached its best level at level 10, maybe we should consider multi-classing after we've hit that. Now, a lot of them do scale all the way up, like if we have a look here at Judgment Piercing, every 3 Inquisitor levels we get an extra +1 to it, so obviously there's some extras going on there, but there is an option to switch if we want to. So, let's have a look at some other stuff to do with our Inquisitor. Now, if we were to switch at level 10, that would mean we wouldn't get Stalwart. So we should probably switch at least level 11, right? Because we can get a resistance against certain attacks. If we make a Fortitude or Will saving throw against an attack that halves damage on a successful save, we instead avoid the damage entirely. Well, that sounds pretty good. We can only get it if we're running up to medium armor, which we are, so that's a good ability. So level 11 is our minimum level for multi-classing. Makes sense. Well, then you might be saying, well, level 12 we get Greater Sentence. Ah. Well, you see there's a problem with Sentence. It's that we don't have the first level. Because Sentence is bugged. It is not in the game at all. So this one is meant to be a swift action, which until the end of combat, all attacks against the target made by your allies deal additional damage equal to 1 per 3 Inquisitor levels. It does not exist. The ability just simply is not there. And I went and looked on forums and other people are saying the same thing. So, we cannot worry about this line. This line might as well not exist, except for the point in the game where suddenly it gets added in and we get a huge damage buff, which would be quite nice, along with the ability to make our attacks ignore a sentence target's concealment, which is incredibly useful. So all of that could potentially be good if it gets added into the game before we finish it. So yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. So ignoring that, what else do we actually get for being an Inquisitor? Well, we get level 5 spells, which is alright. There are other things that can give us the level 5 spells, however, because we could take one of the classes that allow you to use its class in place of a in place of another spellcasting class. So we could actually get all of our spells already. What do we have here? Exploit Weakness. At 14th level, the Inquisitor learns to take advantage of any opportunities that present itself. Whenever the Inquisitor scores a critical hit, she ignores any damage reduction the target may have. In addition, if the target has regeneration, the creature loses regeneration on the round following the critical hit, and can die normally during that round. Creatures whose regeneration always functions are immune to this ability. So that's cool, but not necessarily that useful, as we don't crit that often. In fact, we don't actually hit the enemies that often right now, so potentially not as useful as it seems. Now, this leveling up actually does nothing for us, because this one actually gives us extra judgments per day, and we can use infinite judgments per day. So right now, this does nothing for us either, just as a point. So we can ignore all of these scales. So what about this one? Third judgment. We can use 3 judgments per day. Now that one is potentially very useful. Like, that one is actually quite useful for us. So that's definitely a power point. And then we have True Judgment. So whenever the Inquisitor uses her Judgment ability, the Inquisitor can invoke True Judgment on a foe as a swift action. Once declared, the Inquisitor can make a single attack. If the attack hits, it deals damage normally, and the target must make a Fortitude save or die. The DC of this save is equal to 10 plus half the Inquisitor's level plus the Inquisitor's Wisdom modifier, Regardless of whether or not the save is made, the target creature is immune to the Inquisitor's True Judgment ability for 24 hours. Our wisdom's not that high, is it? Let me have a look at our wisdom. Our wisdom modifier is a +3, which is okay, but it's not really what we're leveling. Oh, also we have a level missing. Anybody else have a level missing, or just us? Just us. Okay, let's get rid of that. Scroll of Restoration. Cool, looking a lot better now. So, with that in mind, this is probably not that useful, so we actually maybe don't want to go to level 20. This is pretty useful, so level 16 seems like a sensible level to get to, potentially. But level 14 is not very good, which means that basically we're saying from level 11 to level 16, we're doing 5 levels basically to get Third Judgment. That doesn't seem that good to me. It seems like we could potentially multi-class into something else. Like, there are many other classes that could be quite good for us. And we should do it maybe starting level 11. So if there's any prerequisites, now would be the time to find out. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? Just in case there's anything down here that seems good, and I would like it to be one of these types of classes if we could make it that, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, this one's close. Hell Knight Signifier. Okay, so all we need is the ability to cast divine spells, which we have. Arcane Armor Training or Warrior Priest, well, we can get those on our next feat. And 1 point in Persuasion, like 1 extra point. So what does a Hell Knight Signifier do? So it's the spellcasting arm of the Hell Knight's Order. They serve as faceless enforcers of order and use their magic powers to relentlessly root out and punish criminals to the letter of the law. They wear masks, often featureless, to mark themselves as impersonal agents of order, unswayed by empathy, detached from emotion, and dedicated to passing impartial judgment upon all lawbreakers. A Signifier's distinctive mask is a symbol of his devotion to the prophets of law, or the precepts of law, and exacting justice, and it serves as a focus for several of his Signifier powers. Traditionally, Signifiers are arcane or divine spellcasters. So what would we get? So at level 1 you get Order. We must choose a Hell Knight Order, and then we can get different things. We could probably look at Regil and see what he's got as a rough idea of what that gives us. Armor and weapon proficiency, so we'd get heavy armor. Well, we don't need heavy armor because that goes counter to what we already have. Because we have an ability that will only activate if it's medium. Okay, still in here, sorry. And we get spellcasting. At first level and every level thereafter, a Hell Knight Signifier gains new spells per day as if he had also gained a level in the spellcasting class he belonged to before getting the prestige class. Well, that seems good. Yeah, so that would basically mean spells are covered. Arcane Armor Expertise. Doesn't matter to us. Signifier Armor Training. At 3rd level, while a Hell Knight Signifier wears armor, he reduces the armor check penalty by 1 for arcane stuff. So this really seems to be an arcane one. Although speed not being reduced by wearing medium or heavy is nice. Insidious Gaze. Against the Insidious Gaze ability, you can use it number of rounds equal to a class level per day, and gains the benefits of true seeing during the duration. Okay. Discern Lies. So it doesn't seem like we get an awful lot. I'm assuming that the base attack bonus is probably pretty good, but beyond that we would only get the benefits of the Order, really. It seems like most of the benefits come from you having arcane spellcasting. So what benefits does your Order give you, Regil? So is Godclaw your Order? Yeah, Order of the Godclaw. So let's have a look here. So, no bounds. At 1st level you gain Aura that you can use 3 times per day. It gives a morale bonus to AC attack and damage rolls against chaotic creatures. And at 9th level... oh, it just increases at 9th level. That's all it's telling us here. Okay, so actually, not an awful lot of benefits from this. So you're only going to get like 1 ability. Okay, so it seems like Hell Knight Signifier, although possible, probably isn't our best option. Although, let me just have a look at our base attack that we get per level as an Inquisitor. Just have a look here. So we're only getting like 1 base attack per level, I think? Or 2 base attack per level, right? Yeah, we're getting like 2 base attack per level. So, or it's one on each of them. So, yeah, 2 base attack per level, which isn't that good comparatively, but it's still okay. We could become a Hell Knight. Now, a Hell Knight is basically the same thing, except we don't get spells. Yeah, and then we get some smiting abilities instead. So I don't really feel like Hell Knight's for us, but we get a much better base attack if we went Hell Knight. Stalwart Defender, we're nowhere near, so that probably means it's not that good for us. Eldritch Knight is only really for Arcane. Can't be a Druid, because we don't have the right alignment. Yeah, because we're Lawful Good. Can't be Assassin, again, because of alignment. Can't be an Arcane Trickster, because we don't have Arcane. Spellfolk, we could be a Lore Master. I do like the idea of Lore Master. So we would get Spellbook Selection, which would allow us to gain new spells per day as if we'd gained a spell in the class that we were before the Prestige class. Makes sense. And Secret. So we can choose secrets from the following list and take them. So we can have Cleric spells, Combat feats, Druid spells, Fortitude secrets. Gain no base attack bonus on each level here. But you do gain lore, and at 2nd level we're allowed to have half our level added to all lore and knowledge skill checks. And then more secrets, and then more lore, and then more secrets, and then greater lore. We can get a bonus to determine what magical items are. I mean, this is not that bad. The base attack bonus is pretty bad. But the spellbook selection's okay. We could definitely do this, and we can actually decide to do this, because all we need is meta magic. We could decide to do this at level 11. No problem. We can't be a Dragon Disciple, because we cannot spontaneously cast level 1 arcane spells. And we can't be a Winter Witch. Okay, so those are all of the prestige classes, I think, unless we've happened to unlocked one of them. No. And then the rest of them wouldn't allow us to keep our spells, but there could be something good in there. If you have any ideas, let me know. I think that I'm leaning towards Lore Master, but I would want to get Lore Master at level, well, at level 12 at the early, like, you know, at the soonest, because basically I think that I do want Stalwart, because it's a very good thing. If we manage to make a Fortitude or Will saving throw, having the damage, or removing the damage completely instead of having it, is actually very useful, especially if it's like one of those ones that'll almost kill you. That seems quite good. So right now, we're sticking with Inquisitor Judge, but hey, that's my idea. So let's go with that. Right, leveling up things. Go with that, go with that, go with that. And then a couple more Knowledge Worlds. We're almost caught up on that, which means Lore Religion might be coming up soon. But that's okay. Right, let's go with that. New feat. Okay, what are we going with? What do we need? What really fits us? Also, the nice thing that we noted there was that we actually don't, if we needed one that needs a feat, we actually don't need to decide that till level 11 either, so that's quite nice. Combat Expertise. I'm just seeing what these give us. A -1 penalty on melee attack rolls and maneuver checks to gain a +1 dodge bonus to your armor class. Okay. We increase the penalty to increase the dodge bonus. Okay, I don't think we need to do that. Is there anything else in here that we could potentially go for? Hammer the Grip. When you make a full attack, each consecutive hit against the same opponent deals extra damage. We don't really get that many extra attacks, so that's not really going to be our thing. Do any of these lead into anything cool? That might be a thing to look at. So we don't need that. Weapon Focus. If we were to choose a weapon focus, we could... If we were to choose a weapon focus, we could get down into all of these abilities, which would be interesting. Yeah, and we get more options, basically, at that point. Yeah. Yeah, we could get some more options. Although, wait. Oh, I was actually looking for these. Oh, we actually have much less, but still, we could get Penetrate and Strike and Dazzling Display and all that sort of stuff if we wanted to there. Do we already have the Longsword one? No, so we could get a bonus to Longsword, which is a +1 to all attack rolls using the weapon that we use, which makes sense. Anything else in here? We could also potentially get we get one of these ones, one of the Teamwork feats. Teamwork feats would be quite good because we could get one that Seela has as well, and then that gives us both a buff. Right now, Sela's combat feat is a little bit, or teamwork feat is a little bit unused because the only person who has it is Woljif, and well, Woljif isn't around anymore. So it might be useful to have it activate if Woljif isn't in our party, which would be good. Let's see. Yeah, like outflank here. This would basically allow whenever I score a crit or Sela scores a crit for it to trigger an extra attack of opportunity. I mean, that seems good, and if Woljif ever does come back, it would then trigger, like, if any of the three of us got a crit, then we would get more attacks of opportunity, and you can basically wail on bosses. Yeah, I mean, that definitely sounds good. I think that might be where I go with this. Yeah, let's go with that. See, here's the Warrior Priest one we could have taken earlier if we wanted Hell Knight Signifier, but I think it's more of an arcane class. Let's go outflank. Sure. Spells at level 3. So currently we have Dispel Magic and Litany of Eloquence. What else could we get? Resist Energy Communal is okay. Definitely in the okay thing. Delay Poison Communal is also okay. Prayer? That's more of a thing for... I was going to say it's more of a thing for the people who are doing permanent buffs, but I realized it's rounds per level, so it's probably never going to hit that. Remove Disease could be quite nice. We don't have to declare spells, do we? So actually Remove Disease could be very nice. As well as Remove Curse. But let's go with, like, Remove Disease. There we go. Oh, I forgot, we also have Searing Light. Yeah. Cool, let's go with that. So we get Outflank, Remove Disease, and apparently we also get Point Blank Shot. Okay. Sure. Right. Double checking. Yeah, we just get available spell uses per day. So Remove Disease is actually quite a useful one to have there, just in case we need it. Right. Regil, yours is going to be a lot simpler. We take the next level in Hell Knight, which doesn't give you anything at all. Perfect. We choose your skills, which are Persuasion and... Which one was... I guess I was going Perception, because we don't need a... Yeah, we don't need Lore Religion or Arcane, because you're just going to be outclassed all the time. Yeah, so Perception. And then we get a feat. Hammer the Gap. Now, for us, Hammer the Gap was useless. Hammer the Gap for Regil here could actually be very good. So, when you make a full attack, consecutive hits against the same opponent deal extra damage equal to the number of previous consecutive hits you have made against the opponent this turn. It's multiplied on a critical hit. Now, if he's making 4 attacks per turn, 5 while hasted, I mean, that adds up. So it's like 1 extra on the second attack, 2 extra on the third attack, 3 extra on the fourth attack, and then 4 extra on the fifth attack. I mean, that's like 7, 9. That's 10 extra damage. Yeah, overall. I mean, it does actually, it's wants to actually hit, right? Yeah, so it would have to hit, but it's not bad. It's extra damage. Improved critical. Choose one type of weapon. When using the weapon you selected, your threat range is doubled. That is also very useful. So we could say, hey, I'm going to take improved critical on a Gnomed Hook Hammer, and then suddenly, he's doing a ton of damage. Piranha Strike. When wielding a light weapon or any weapon that can be used with Weapon Finesse, you take a -1 penalty on all attack rolls and maneuver checks, gain a +2 on damage rolls. Okay. Interesting. I don't think this would do as much damage as Hammer the Gap, but it might. Oh wait, when your base attack bonus reaches +4, for every 4 thereafter, penalty increases by 1 and bonuses increase by +2. So yeah, it probably would do more, but anyway. Point Blank Shot is completely and utterly useless on him, because we're using a melee weapon, so that doesn't really make any sense. Anything else in here? Combat Reflexes for more attacks of opportunity equal to your dexterity bonus. Now that is very intriguing as well. Especially if we were to give him Outflank down here. Suddenly, if somebody gets a crit, he's hitting for what? Like, yeah, he could be hitting up to 5 times right now? 6 times? Like, that's incredible. Yeah. That would just basically allow him to do a full round of attacks on you. I like that. Gain bonuses on rolls to get critical hits. Dazzling Display can also be useful because he has high persuasion. So it can be used to intimidate all foes who can see our display. I mean, that could be good. And it's a prerequisite for what? Dreadful Carnage? Slaying an enemy demoralizes your other nearby foes. I can make a persuasion check to demoralize foes around us. Shatter defenses. Your skill with the chosen weapon leaves opponents unable to defend themselves when you strike them. Any shaken, frightened, or panicked opponent hit by you this round is flat-footed to your attacks until the end of your next round. Okay. But you can get Dazzling Display as a mythic. You get a -5 penalty. Okay, wait. So you make Dazzling Display as a standard action with a -5 penalty. Oh, I guess instead of a full round. Or you can make it as a swift action with a -20 penalty. Oh. But you could do that every round. You just basically get a swift action chance to demoralize. Interesting. So we've got a lot of different options here. Your offhand weapon, while dual wielding, strikes with greater power. Add your strength, not interested. Anything else in here? Shadow play? Nope, that's just a gnome thing. Vital strike? As a standard action, you can make one attack at your highest base attack bonus that deals additional damage. Nah. The other one that I was looking for was this. Yeah, so outflank could be good as our other one. It could be good. I kind of like this combat reflexes one as an idea. Yeah, we could take that. It's a prerequisite for Seize the Moment. When an ally also has this feat, confirms critical hit against the opponent you threaten, you make attack of opportunity against that opponent. Wait. Am I reading this one wrong? If you score a critical hit against a flanked creature, it provokes an attack of opportunity from your ally. Okay. Yeah. So what's the difference between that and Seize the Moment? When an opponent who also scores this scores a critical hit against your opponent that you threaten, you can make an attack of opportunity against that opponent. Oh, I guess that says threaten. While this one says... That says threaten, while this one says flank. Yeah, against the flanked creature. I guess maybe Seize the Moment is more of a ranged one? That might be more of a ranged one. Yeah. So, that would be... If you've taken like Snapshot or something, then you've got threatening range, so you wouldn't be flanking them, but you do have the ability to then be within range. That's the slight difference. Okay. I still think this seems intriguing. Yeah. This definitely seems intriguing. Let's try it. It might be bad, but hey, that's what we went for. Seela! What are we doing with you? Now, you're going to be a paladin, because you get a new mercy, and paladins are basically getting stuff every level forever, so it seems good. Right, paladin. Persuasion or religion? I believe that's what we're doing with you. Yes, that would make sense. Okay, so a feat. Boone Companion. We can make our companion act as if it's 4 levels higher. Actually is beneficial for a paladin, because our companion is, well, or was a lower level, right? Yeah, equal. Well, let's have a look at what level our companion is, actually. It really depends. Horse, you're level 8. Never mind, it won't be beneficial because the horse can only reach a maximum effective level of level 8. Okay. Well, that's fine then. We will ignore that. I think it might be due to us having the everyone levels in the same rate thing on. And that's why the horse levels up to the max level. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a paladin thing. Anyway, Boone Companion I don't think is actually useful for us because it would be calculated as though a class with 4 levels higher to a maximum effective level equal to your character level. Oh wait, so as if your class were 4 levels higher. Okay, maybe that's the difference. So if we had multi-classed, maybe Boone Companion would be better. Because maybe the companion only gets a level if your class levels up. Okay, maybe that's it. Yeah, but it's not useful because we've only stayed on one class. We could take weapon focus for a longsword if we don't already have it. We could, so that'd be +1 to attack rolls with a longsword. Not bad. It would also potentially allow us to get greater weapon focus and weapon focus mythic, which are okay. We increase AC from heavy armor. Okay. Does this give a prerequisite to anything? Nope. Okay. Keep down here. Combat reflexes. Probably not that useful for this particular character. Anything else in here? Proved critical, maybe. Let's keep going down. Don't need meta magic on you. Persuasive, probably not. Precise strike, probably not. Spell pen, probably not. Toughness is okay. Tower shield, probably not right now. Our shield's pretty good. We don't have that many that I'm like, yeah, we gotta go for it. I mean, we could give you more teamwork ones, which would be good. And if we gave them to the horse as well, which the horse can now get teamwork feats, then that might be good. I'm not that worried about any of them, to be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah, nothing in here is like that good for me. No. I think we will just take... I guess we could do blind fight as well. So we get the ability to reroll if they have concealment, which is quite nice. I think we're just going to take weapon focus for longsword though. Yeah, because it opens up some more options for us. So it seems good. And you're always going to use a longsword, so why would I not? Mercy, so we can remove one of these with Mercy now. Poisoned, we can remove other ways. Exhausted. Okay. That one's pretty good. Let's see what else we got. You have to heal damage, although it doesn't matter, I think, whether they're actually damaged or not. Cursed, we can remove a curse, which we don't currently have the ability to do. I've never seen anyone be cursed, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's never going to happen. Let's take cursed. I've never seen anyone be cursed, but I mean, it'd be nice if we could remove that, I suppose. And we don't have a way of doing it right now. Right. Paladin leveled up. Next up, we have our Shaman. Now, I was thinking at some point I may re-roll our Shaman into something else, like maybe retrain it to be a little bit better. But right now, we got a new path for a Shaman as a melee character, so let's see what we can do. So we get a +3 on Spirit Hunter this level, and we get level 5 spells. Okay, I think this seems like a fine one to stay with. More Thievery. Are we doing Thievery and Lore Religion? We might be doing Thievery and Lore Religion. Yes, although, wait a second. If I'm going to have you in melee, I actually want your mobility to be at least 3 so that we can not take the negative from fighting defensively. Yeah, let's do that. Feat. Piranha Strike. I don't think is really what we're after. Weapon Focus. We could give you a Weapon Focus with your Rapier. That would be okay. Anything else in here? We could give you Outflank as well. As another good one. See if there's anything else that really works quite well. Some of these meta magics could be quite good for her. Like the ability to quicken spells, like just as an extra thing. So we could potentially do 2 spells a turn as well. So if we do like a... let's see. You can perform another action, even casting another spell in the same round. That could be pretty good. So you could just basically go, I'm casting a quick spell, and then I'm casting a real spell. I mean, that could work quite nice as well. Work quite nicely. Anything else in here that seems good? Not really. No. Okay, I think it's between Outflank and a meta magic of some kind. I think I might take Outflank to give us yet another person with Outflank. I think the more people we have with this, the better the trait gets, because then we start getting like, if one person crits, now 3 people are attacking. 4 if we have Woljif. You can see where it's going, although Camellia and Woljif won't be in the same party, but yeah, you can see where this starts flying up against bosses. Where we suddenly then all attack at once and do fantastic stuff. Oh, we got a new one of these as well. We can add the speed property to a weapon, but this consumes 3 points of the enhancement bonus. Making a full attack, the wielder of the speed weapon may make 1 additional attack with it. Oh, cool. Right, let's go with that. Let's see, now you do need to declare spells, right? Yes, you do. Okay. So, oh wait, did you get more spells? I just want to double check. Yes, you did. Oh, cool. Let's take... See if there are any of these that make sense. We could take something like Grace. So, movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. That actually seems like that could be quite useful for a tank. To be like, okay, I'm not needed here, I'm needed somewhere else, and we can move them around a little bit more. Right, Camellia. You got an extra level 2. Oh, you do have some Restoration Lessers. I probably should have... In fact, I can probably use one of them right now. Let's give you another one of them. Right. Level 3. We have many, many things. We have Remove Disease. I could put Remove Curse on, although we don't technically need it now that we have Seela's Remove Curse. Animate Dead is pretty useful, but we probably don't need quite as many as we can currently summon. Are any of these that we would want more? Oh, also, I forgot she does have the Mud to remove ability damage as well. She has a lot that we could have used to remove ability damage. She already does have the Curse thing on as well, after saying that we didn't have it. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go for Resist Energy Communal again. That's quite a useful one to have. Level 4, we're kind of set. Level 5, we can only take Righteous Might. Your height doubles and your weight increases by a factor of 8. This increases your size category to the next one. To the next larger one, you gain a size bonus to your strength and con. Take a minus penalty to your dex. Great for a dex character. You gain a +2 form to your natural arm, a +2 form bonus to your natural armor, and DR5 against evil if you're good or neutral. Yikes, he's not. So it's a +5 DR to good. Yeah. At 15th level, this damage reduction becomes more. Okay. So really not looking that great right now. Your AC and attacks change appropriate to your new size category. The spell doesn't affect your speed. Space and reach is with your new size. Equipment is similarly enlarged by the spell. Weapons deal more damage. Oh, so your weapons would get larger, so that would kind of take away the negative from Dex for her damage right now. Wait, does she have Dex to damage? I can't remember whether she has Dex to damage. She might not. She might, though. Anyway, doesn't matter. She has to take it because it's the only one that fits in the Spirit Magic slot. When you make an animal larger, I mean, that could be good for the horse. Baleful Polymorph. We change the target into a dog. It can't attack. Wisdom, Intelligence, and Charisma drop to 1. It loses the ability to cast spells or spell-like abilities. Automatically dispelled when they... okay, when the target fails to resist the effects of Baleful Polymorph. As long as it remains on the target cannot use other polymorph spells or effects to assume a new form. It's also a curse effect. It doesn't seem like it would be removed if we attack either. Duration is permanent as well. Interesting. Break enchantment. So we can free victims from enchantments, mutations, or transmutations and curses in a 30 feet radius. Very nice. Cures a lot of things. It can bring recently slain creatures back to life. That one definitely fits something quite good there for me. Call Lightning Storm does a lot of damage. Create a magical trap that causes deadly stalactites or stalagmites to bite an intruder. Okay. Cure Light Wounds Mass. Dominate Person. You can make any humanoid creature fight on your side. Flame Strike is a lot of damage. True Seeing. You're able to see things as they actually are. Okay. I think right now, we won't get it right now. I think Breath of Life sounds like it could be quite useful. The ability to bring something back if a creature has died within 2 rounds. Definitely could be useful. Right. Oh, is that it? That is it. Oh, and Mythic Path, just to double check. Yeah, so she does have Weapon Finesse, so she does add her dex to her damage. Yes, that's what I thought. Right. Now, Darren, you have greater enduring spells, which you didn't have previously on the character. So, it probably means that we want to be looking for more of those spells if we can, or more things that fit into it. So Oracle seems like a good one to go for because he keeps getting spells every 2nd level, and then he gets his revelations and so on and so forth. So I think Oracle's one he's probably going to stick with. Knowledge World, Persuasion. I think I was going to use Magic Device. Yeah, because there's no point in you having that. There's no point in you having that. So I must have been doing Use Magic Device. Yeah. That makes sense. Feet. So, Snapshot is okay because he is ranged. I don't think that's really what we're looking for here. Making his, as good as his crossbow shooting is, I think it would be much better if he was just a better caster of some kind. So you maybe take one of these in here. Bolster, empower spells, so you can make it as if they're a higher level. We increase the power of our spells with additional bonuses. Okay. We extend a spell. Heighten. I think this is the one I was looking for. Out to a maximum of 9th level, therefore useless, because all of our spells would be a maximum of 9th level, because we're 9th level. Maximize. So make a spell use a spell slot 3 levels higher than the spell's actual level. Which would then gain extra benefits, as if, I guess it would be as if they are a higher level. Empowered maximize spell gains separate benefits of each feat. The maximum result plus half of the normally rolled result, I think. Oh wait, no, all variable numeric... Just read what it says. All variable numeric effects of the spell modified by this feat are maximized. Yes, so you get maximum on all the rolls. That's what anyway, it's fine. Whenever a creature targeted by a persistent spell within an area succeeds on its saving throw against the spell, it must make another saving throw against the effect. If the creature fails the second saving throw, it suffers the full effects of the spell. So basically you can double any saving throws. Quicken allows you to use it as a swift action. We make your spells go further with reach, or selective. Your allies need not fear friendly fire. Okay. When casting a selective spell with an area of effect and duration of instantaneous, you can choose a number of targets in the area equal to your ability score modifier used to determine bonus spells of that type. Charisma for bards, oracles, paladins. So bards are what... sorry, not bards. Oracles are what we're using here. These targets are excluded from the effects of your spell. Level increase. A selective spell uses one spell slot higher than the spell's actual level. I mean, that could be good, potentially, as well, for, like, that big AoE that we have that we can't use. Anything else in here that could be quite good? I mean, Spell Pen's quite nice. But, I mean, these aren't really what I want to be using the character for. I'd really just prefer that the character had, I guess like we could go for Scribe Scrolls. And then you can make us, Divine Scrolls, which would be good. Yeah, I was really just want to make you a better caster of some kind, or like buffer. I don't think we have anything that's that good on that. Yeah. Okay, I think I might just take Scribe Scrolls. That's okay. Let's just do that. It's boring, but it's probably pretty good. So level 2. We're looking for anything that's in buff that we might want to apply. So right now we don't have any real buffs at level 2. So Bull's Strength is a minute per level, so that would be a permanent buff that we could apply. Along with Eagle's Splendor, another permanent buff, and Bear's Endurance, another permanent buff. Along with Owl's Wisdom. Now Owl's Wisdom on Lan would give him a +4 enchantment bonus to Wisdom. Permanently, although I believe it wouldn't stack with his hat that he currently wears. Protection from alignment we could make permanent as well. There's a +2 deflection bonus against evil permanently. That actually probably sounds like the best one now that I'm looking at it. Although it is duration a minute. And I think that we have to have duration above 5 minutes to actually get infinite, so never mind. Bull Strength would be really good to just apply to a melee character to do extra damage, or even to Lan, because his damage will come off of his strength. Right now with Composite, so it's just an extra +4 damage. Blessings of Courage and Life. So, as long as the effect lasts, the target receives a +2 morale bonus on saving throws against fear and death. Whenever this spell's in effect, the target is used to end the spell as a swift action for a burst of healing energy. Okay. Healed for 1d8 points of damage +1 per caster level. So you could do 1d8 +9 right now. Okay, that's intriguing. Bear's Endurance for extra con as well. This is a minute per level as well. +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and saves against fear effects. Plus temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus caster level. I mean, that's another nice one. Effortless Armor. Armor you wear no longer reduces your speed. You can also reduce the armor's check penalty by 1 + 1 per 5 caster levels. I don't think it already affects Seal. I don't think it affects Seela anyway. I might be wrong though. I don't know why I think that, but in my head I was like, that doesn't affect Seela. But we could have cast that on somebody else, I suppose. See, this spell lists always get me stuck, because I'm like, well, that's good. Well, also that's good, but also this is good. Ooh, but what about that? +2 bonus on fear effects. If the target fails a saving throw against fear, it rerolls with a bonus. Okay, and then the spell ends. I might take Bull Strength. Sure, we'll take a Strength buff. At level 3, Archon's Aura. You gain a powerful aura similar to the Archon's Aura of Menace. Now this is permanent, because, well, it's not. It's 24 hours. And this is due to us... yeah, that's due to our enduring spells. Any hostile creature within 20-foot radius of you must succeed at a will save to resist the effects of this aura. If a creature fails, it takes a -2 penalty on attack rolls and saving throws to armor class for the duration of this spell, or until it successfully hits you with an attack. The problem with this is that it's a 20-foot radius, which isn't that large, but apart from that, it's pretty good. Hour per level, we can gain, you can imbue a suit of armor or shield with an enchantment bonus or enhancement bonus of +1 per 4 caster levels. Okay, so a +2. I mean, that's okay. An outfit of regular clothing counts as armor that grants no AC for the purposes of this spell. Okay, so you can give a lot of people extra AC, basically. Any other buffs? Resist Energy Communal would be permanent. That's pretty nice, although it's not really permanent because it's damage against the... like after a set amount of damage it disappears, right? Yeah, so not really permanent in that way. Protection from energy, it's also not really permanent. I mean, Archon's Aura is a permanent one, as is Magical Vestment. So one of these two seems like a good one to take, potentially. Let's take Magical Vestment. Sure, that could be useful. And then at this level, what are we going for? Chaotic Energy to smite your enemies, probably not what we're looking for. That's a self-cast for a melee weapon, I think it is. Yep, so probably not useful. Oh wait, that does say friendly creature, actually, never mind. Wait, did the Archon's Aura say friendly creature? No, that's personal. I read that one correctly. So you can grant somebody holy energy on the weapon, granting it Bane weapon quality against evil outsiders, so mostly demons. Whenever you score a critical hit against an outsider with the evil subtype, you not only deal normal critical damage with the weapon, but also nauseate the outsider for 1d3 rounds. Okay. That's pretty good. I believe Bane is something like 1d6 of some kind against the target. I'm not 100% sure. Divine Power, that's round per level. I'm not interested. Freedom of Movement. Allows people to move freely under the effects that they normally wouldn't be able to. Okay, good. Bonus on weapons. None of these are buffs. Well, that one's a buff, but technically it's not really that useful because it only absorbs a set amount of damage. Shield of Dawn is round per level. Round per level. Could get some monsters for... What do I already have? I don't have any summon at this level. I suppose I could take it. Symbol of Revelation. Probably not what we're looking for. Crusader's Edge might actually be quite good here. Let's take that. Sure. That's our new stuff. So, you actually... Yeah, you don't need to choose spells either. I do need to move some of these things. Probably on here as well. Yeah, so Breath of Life can probably go over into that section. Righteous Might is some kind of buff, so it can go in there. Also, I probably don't have Ward on. That is correct, I don't have Ward on. Which I should just have on permanently. Let's rearrange these a little bit here. Just to get it looking like that. Looking like that, so it's a little bit nicer. What's that? Restoration. Restoration should be over here as well. Somewhere. Probably, actually, I guess up here is the only spot where it fits. Okay, for you, Grace is fine to have down here. This is a buff, so we'll put it in the buff section. This is also a buff for the buff section. This is also a buff for the buff section. Which doesn't really fit, so we'll stick it here for just now. Right, that's all okay. Right, next one. Did anyone else get anything? Oh, this doesn't stack with your ring of protection. Oh.
Open your heart to me.
Does anybody not have a ring of protection?
Commander.
In which case, ward has kind of outlived its purpose. I guess maybe we could apply that to... I guess maybe we can apply that to, like, Darren or to Lan. Wait, you don't have a ring of protection. Ward yourself.
You can trust
there we
me.
go.
It should
Can't ward
work.
yourself. Ward
Is
Lan.
it flawed?
There we go. Right. So that's kind of a useless hex now as well. Part of one of my reasons why I might want to respec her at some point. Right. Zen Archer. Very easy. Level 9. We get Snapshot. Snapshot is really good because it increases our threaten radius. So we would while wielding a ranged weapon, you threaten squares within your melee reach. Now that's not what's useful, but improved Snapshot, you start to threaten people who are further away, and that's where it starts to get good, I think. Like that, then you can start to threaten people who are at range with your ranged weapon, and then you can start to do things like the outflank ability, and it all starts getting very stupid. But that's okay. And you can attack of opportunity people who are just wandering by, or like trying to walk from A to B, which is quite nice. Take another one in there. That's okay. That's the right one, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. Feat. So, improved critical. We can choose one type of weapon, and our threat range is doubled. That's quite nice. Ooh, what's this one? Not useful for us, I think, because I don't believe. When you use Elemental Fist, pick one of the following energy types. A successful hit, the attack deals damage. It doesn't say that it has to be with an unarmed attack, but it does say you need improved unarmed strike, so I assume it does need to be with an unarmed attack, but interesting. Anything else in here? Nope, none of those. I'm actually tempted to just take improved threat range. What's critical focus? Gain a bonus on attack rolls made to confirm critical hits. Probably not that useful. This is in melee, so probably not that useful. Does this go into ranged as well? No, it's all melee. Okay. So we can take improved critical or deadly aim, I think. I think improved critical for our weapon could be very nice. For like the longbow. So we just have a double threat range on the longbow, so we crit twice as often. So instead of 1 in 5, let's say it's 1 in 10. It's quite nice. And then if we double it again, then it would in theory be like it would be a, instead of 1 in 10, it would be like, wait, no, I did that wrong. Instead of it being 1 in 20, it'd be 1 in 10. So then it could be like 1 in 5 after that, which is then much better. Yes. I think that seems good. And then we can take the mythic one. So your crit multiplier if your chosen weapon is increased by 1. That's very nice. Let's go with that. Cool. Right. So Lan is now good. So what's his crit range right now? Right now it's 19 to 20, which I assume it must have been 20 before. In fact, we can probably check. Yeah, so it would have been 20 before. So now if he rolls a 19 or 20 is a chance of critting. But we can then double that again and then start getting into crazy levels. Yeah, that sounds cool. And then our horse needs to be leveled up. Right. Horse, we get multi-attack at this level. Wonderful. So, the creature is particularly skilled at making attacks with its natural weapons. Prerequisite. 3 or more natural attacks. Benefit. The creature's secondary attacks with natural weapons only take a -2 penalty. Without this feat, they take a -5 penalty. Very nice. We'll take athletics and mobility. And then we need to choose one of these to have. I'm going to choose outflank. Why am I... Wait, we could take mounted combat on a horse? Wait a second. Does that mean a horse could mount another horse? Probably not. but we do have the ability to take those, which is intriguing. That does imply things. Alright. Anyway, let's take outflank. So this means that the horse will also gain this extra bonus, and also attacks quite a few times per round, which means that in theory we get more chances of crits, which means that we get more chances that everybody in this group attacks. Nice. Let's go with that. Cool. Right, and now I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.